Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Finally, I knew I shouldn't go in. Everything was telling me not to go in, that I needed to be recording.
I think it's looking this way.
Don't move.
Oh my god.
It's leaving.
I got it.
Holy.
That was not geese.
That was like a howl.
What noise is it?
Is that goose?
While hiking deep in the forest, a group of adventurers spotted movement among the trees. They quickly grabbed a camera and managed to capture a tall, imposing figure slowly making its way through the woods.
Oh my god, do you see that?
Yeah. Keep it steady,
It's huge. I think it's looking this way.
Don't move.
Oh, it's walking. It's leaving.
I got it.
Holy.
Some believe it's merely a person in a costume, or perhaps even digitally created, while others insist it could be genuine. With no details given about the date or location, the footage does seem somewhat suspicious. As with many Bigfoot sightings, it's hard to know what to believe. A man was hanging out with his dog when the dog suddenly started acting scared. The dog growled and stared at one corner of the room, shaking like it sensed something the owner couldn't see. This made the owner think the dog might be reacting to a ghost or some kind of unseen presence, since animals are often more sensitive to things humans can't detect. Some people might believe that, while others might think there's a more normal explanation, like a smell, a sound, or a shadow the dog noticed. A TikTok video shows a weird or unusual scene that was recorded by a daughter's boyfriend while he was on his morning commute. The clip seems to capture something unexpected, though the details of what exactly happened aren't mentioned. Take a look.
Oops. That's freaking weird, man. Yeah, look, there's someone else taking a picture.
A video shows a bird hanging in the sky, appearing completely frozen and oddly tilted to the side. Unlike normal bird flight, it isn't moving or flapping its wings, which makes the scene look unnatural. The stillness is so strange that some people jokingly wonder if it's a glitch in reality, like the bird got paused in a video game or movie. This video was captured more than 10 years ago by a diver exploring the ocean's depths. While filming the underwater world, the diver noticed a strange creature. It looked like a fish, but its body had insect-like features, with long, thin legs sticking out from its sides. Its tail resembled a fish's, yet it moved more like an insect. The video has gone viral, with many viewers amazed and skeptical about the creature's unusual appearance.
Some skeptics suggest it might have been made using CGI. What do you think?
A sunny day at the beach took a strange turn when a beachgoer discovered the crushed remains of a mysterious creature. The carcass was so damaged that identifying it was very difficult. Some speculate it might be the remains of a dog that met an unfortunate fate at sea, but nothing is certain. The identity of this beachside enigma remains a mystery, leaving plenty of room for speculation. These guys were fishing in the forest when they came across something really puzzling. Naturally, they decided to check it out up close.
Range, and we're like back in the middle of nowhere, and there's like lights and in the trees. Like, what the hell?
Alright, be quiet. We're going up here. We're going to check it out.
Dude, this is the trippiest fucking
It was really weird, right there in the middle of the woods. Kinda creepy, almost cult-like vibes. It was probably just a hidden rave, but with the lights still on and nobody around, it felt super strange. The long-standing claims about extraterrestrial activity gain another layer with this unsettling footage recorded by a careful observer. The clip begins with a large glowing object in the sky slowly descending. As it approaches, the object splits into several smaller lights that arrange themselves into a formation.
Oh shit! Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that!
stop!
The reactions in the audio make it clear that the witnesses, including the person recording, were alarmed by what they were seeing. The event appears to go beyond normal atmospheric or human-made explanations. Whether this represents a genuine phenomenon or a constructed display remains open to interpretation. A diver went underwater to enjoy the ocean and watch sea creatures. But instead of a calm dive, he ran into a very aggressive sea lion. The sea lion kept charging at him, swimming fast and slamming into him over and over. Even though sea lions are usually friendly and playful, they can become aggressive for various reasons, such as protecting their territory, guarding their young, or feeling threatened. Sometimes divers also accidentally get too close without knowing the animal's boundaries. No one knows exactly why this sea lion attacked, but the moment shows that even normally harmless marine animals can be dangerous when they feel upset or stressed. In this clip, there's a huge wolf with dark fur, a striking white pattern, and a seriously intimidating look. Its size and features make people think of the legendary wahila, or saber wolf, as some call it. Folklore says the wahila is way bigger and stronger than a normal wolf, and this one seems to fit the description pretty well. Some viewers are convinced it's real and tied to these old legends, while others in the paranormal scene are skeptical. But given its size and unique markings, some swear they're seeing a true saber wolf. So, what do you think? Ancient legend come to life, or just a giant wolf? The Amazon rainforest is home to many monkey species, and one of the most unique is the bald uakari. This monkey is easy to recognize because of its bright red, bald face and unusual appearance. It survives in the thick rainforest using special skills and behaviors, making it a fascinating species. But there's a serious problem. The bald uakari is endangered. Its home in the rainforest is being destroyed, and human activities are putting the species at risk. In 2011, a Russian farmer was awakened at night by what he first thought was an earthquake, but it turned out to be an explosion. Investigating, he discovered the burned body of a strange creature with a nearly human head but an oversized jaw, small body, and animal-like limbs, tangled among corn husks on his farm. Locals speculated it might be an ancient forest witch, while some scientists suggested it could be an extinct animal released due to melting permafrost. The cause of the explosion remains unknown. A man went for a walk in the woods of Quebec, Canada, where he came across a clear body of water. He took photos and videos of the area. Later, while reviewing the footage at home, he noticed a strange creature standing behind some bushes on the right side of the image. Looking up, the creature initially seemed like it could be Bigfoot, but it looked different. It was bipedal, about 6 to 8 feet tall, and had a dog-like face with a long snout. Its head was triangular with silver hair running down to its shoulders, while the rest of the body was covered in black fur. The creature appeared to be holding a small white-furred animal, possibly a dog, with a red stain on its face, suggesting it may have been eating it. Many in the paranormal community believe the creature could be a dogman, which fits its description and behavior. The identity of the creature remains uncertain. A man was spending the night at his friend's house when they started hearing strange noises coming from the backyard late at night. The property sits right next to the woods, with only a wire fence separating the yard from the forest. He went outside to check, assuming it was just an animal. At first, he found nothing unusual, but while he was still looking around, the chilling scream echoed again.
And it was standing, we think, right in this where I'm standing right now. And my friend's inside right now. But I'm getting this footage. And Don't it. Oh.
Not knowing what the sound was, the man rushed back inside for safety. Soon he learned that others had heard the same scream, and everyone had a different idea of what it could be. Some believed it was a mountain lion, others thought it might be a fox, while those in the paranormal community suggested it could be a skinwalker. This couple was out in the woods, trying to have a nice, quiet date when things took a weird turn. At first, they heard faint noises, almost like someone calling from far away. Then the sound got louder, kind of like a voice, but not exactly human.
Is anybody there? I'm so nervous. What was that?
I don't know.
Do you need help?
The couple ran off, never finding out what was lurking out there. A woman repeatedly heard loud banging or knocking sounds that no one else seemed to notice. She found it strange that the man she lived with always slept through them. Take a look.
Wake up! What the Wake up, wake up, wake up. Something just open the door.
To find out what was happening, they set up a camera, but he still didn't wake up. Some believe the sounds are supernatural, while others think the story is fabricated. An unexpected Bigfoot sighting occurred when a YouTuber, known for reviewing vehicles, went out on a four-wheeler. While concentrating on the review, the camera accidentally captured a dark-furred creature walking into the woods on the left side of the road. It appeared as if Bigfoot had made an unplanned appearance. While these creatures were once extremely elusive and difficult to film, now simply being in the right spot at the right time in the woods or mountains could lead to a sighting, or it could be a very well-made fake. A security camera on a private property captured what seemed like an ordinary scene at first, with just a large leaf in view. But then, something eerie happens, turning the footage into a mysterious and unsettling moment. Two glowing orbs suddenly appeared beside a tree, giving off an odd, unnatural light. Then the orbs shot off into the woods, leaving a faint glowing trail behind them. The moment raised a lot of questions. What were those lights? Were they something supernatural? Or could they have been some kind of alien craft moving extremely fast? In 1996, mysterious small humanoid remains called Alyoshenka, or the Kudam dwarf, were reportedly found in the village of Kolorovo, near Kish, Russia. The creature was very small, about 10 to 25 centimeters tall, with a large head, no visible navel, ears, or mouth, which led some to speculate it might be extraterrestrial. Others suggested it could be a deformed human fetus, a premature baby, or a non-human primate. The discovery remains controversial due to limited documentation and a lack of scientific analysis. A group of friends went ghost hunting for fun along an old Civil War trail in North Georgia. They filmed a playful TikTok, laughing and joking the whole time. But later, when they listened to the audio, they caught something really strange.
Okay, is that you? What's our temp reading? Wait, it's still going off like crazy. Is that you making everything go crazy? Yes. You heard what?
It's 68 now.
It's rising.
It's rising like crazy.
That's crazy.
Look at the rods. Oh my god.
Are you walking around? It said yes.
Faint barking can be heard in the background, and right before the video ends, the sounds of children's voices carry through the woods. The group said they hadn't noticed or heard anything like that while filming. So, what or who was making those noises in the darkness? The long, wattled umbrella bird lives in the cloud forests of Ecuador and Colombia. It has a strange wattle hanging from its throat that looks like an umbrella, and male birds use it to show off when looking for a mate. They eat mostly fruit, but also insects, helping spread seeds and keep the forest healthy. Sadly, their homes are being destroyed by people cutting down trees, so it's important to protect them and their forest. Taking a weekend off in a quiet cabin or a farmhouse in the countryside sounds peaceful, but it doesn't always go as planned. This footage is a perfect example. The person filming had moved out to their farm, expecting a calm getaway. Instead, they were met with strange noises coming from an unseen creature. The sounds were close to the house, but whatever was making them stayed out of sight.
For a reason, they're pretty close to the house this morning. Just out of sight, like usual.
Later, his girlfriend visited and heard the noises too, this time coming from the roof. He went outside to confront whatever it was, but found nothing. The strange sounds continued for several days. One cold night, he finally caught a glimpse of the creature, or possibly one of several. He shouted warnings into the darkness, but since he couldn't actually see the figure clearly, it was impossible to know what he was dealing with. The low-quality camera and the lack of light only revealed eye shine, leaving everything else a mystery. Someone captured footage of what appears to be a mermaid resting on a rock at a peaceful beach. The mermaid is facing the sea, with long flowing hair and a shimmering tail swinging back and forth. While mermaids have long been part of folklore, the footage looks unrealistic, suggesting it's likely fictional, though it sparks curiosity and debate about whether such creatures could exist. In the dark depths of an abandoned building, a daring explorer came across a very unusual scene.
Bueno, quédense tranquilos.
In the backyard of an abandoned building, 5 wooden chairs were carefully arranged in a circle facing each other. At first, it looked ordinary, but in the middle of the circle, dry leaves started spinning and twirling as if moved by an invisible force, forming a perfect circle. This strange movement raises the question, was the chair arrangement meant to create a vortex, a mysterious portal, or a focal point for paranormal energy? Some believe such vortices could be gateways between dimensions, which might explain the eerie behavior of the leaves. Residents of a house were startled when reviewing their security footage, which showed an unusual intruder on the property. Instead of a human, the camera captured a strange dog-like creature walking on its hind legs in the middle of the night. This raises questions. Is it a paranormal entity, a ghostly figure, or just an animal behaving in an oddly human-like way? The footage remains mysterious and unsettling. On a quiet evening, as the world seemed to hold its breath under the calm night, a TikToker came across a place that was both beautiful and mysterious, capturing their attention and curiosity.
Dude, I wish I had a better camera.
In the dark, a light moved softly over the ground, but it wasn't a star or anything in the sky. It looked like artillery flares lighting up the area, or at least that's what it seemed. The sight left everyone watching, both amazed and a little uneasy. A motion detection trail cam captured a strange creature in 3 consecutive frames. The being has pink flesh, similar to a pig, a quirky face with large, piercing eyes, and no normal nose, almost like a tortoise's face with a pink makeover. The creature appears to be crawling on the ground, arms reaching toward the camera. It's unclear whether this is a real living entity, someone in a costume, or an elaborate hoax, leaving the footage as mysterious as the creature itself. A man claims he had a close encounter with aliens and recorded it. In the video, a strange pink light hovers and moves around in the sky. He says that while this was happening, he suddenly felt dizzy and lost track of time. His phone also struggled to focus, almost as if something otherworldly was interfering with the camera. He even says he has more footage showing his abduction and the alien crafts. At the end of the clip, the camera drops, and the sound of footsteps and heavy breathing can be heard, adding to the mystery.
It kind of freaks me out.
Some people wonder if this could really be an alien encounter, a brief look into the unknown, but there's also the chance that it might be something else entirely, like a natural event or even just the mind playing tricks in a strange moment. A cottage owner kept hearing weird noises outside, so one night he set up a camera to figure out what was going on. When he watched the footage, he spotted 2 glowing eyes staring straight at the cottage. At first, he assumed it was just an animal, but then the thing stood up and it looked tall, almost human. Were those actually eyes or just some kind of light reflecting back? Nobody really knows, but whatever it was, something was definitely hanging around near his cabin. In 2023, tourists at the Black Sea captured footage of 2 or 3 mysterious creatures in the water that resembled the legendary Loch Ness Monster. The beings had small heads and long necks, matching the classic descriptions of the creature, first reported in 1933. While there have been many alleged sightings worldwide, this footage raises the question, could this be the first real evidence of the legendary creature? A dog and a lion faced off in a surprising encounter. Take a look. A French bulldog wandered into the woods, trying to assert its territory. A mountain lion snuck up to attack, but the dog turned just in time and fought back. Surprised by the dog's fierce reaction, the lion backed off, leaving the dog as the unexpected winner of the encounter. A man shared a trail cam photo and said he had seen this creature before. One night, while walking in the woods and taking a shortcut home, he felt something with dark fur and a scary growl following him. He ran, fell, and the creature revealed itself with sharp teeth. He thought he was done for, but a group of hunters nearby scared it away. Since no one believed him, he set up trail cameras and, after more than a year, says he finally captured the creature on camera. Some people believe him, while others think the image is just AI made. A home security camera captured strange footage of an eerie creature lurking near the entrance of a house. The creature has a light bulb-shaped head with glowing red eyes and uses its 2 strong arms to keep its balance. It repeatedly appears at the edge of the camera's view, then slips back into the darkness as if it's either scared or waiting to lure someone closer. People are trying to figure out what it could be. Some think it might be a possessed doll that moves around when the homeowners aren't there. Others believe it could be an evil spirit attached to the house. No one is sure where it came from or why it keeps returning to the doorway, but the footage has everyone guessing and feeling unsettled. A strange creature was spotted that looks like a huge, muscular pig with 3 horns on its back, giving it an intimidating, almost hybrid appearance like a pig dog or pig Rottweiler mix. People are debating whether it's real or altered footage. Some argue it can't be real because 2 toddlers are shown petting it safely, which seems impossible for something so scary. No one has reached a conclusion about what it really is. A 2015 video from a Texas park shows a strange and creepy sight. A bunch of earthworms tangled together in a way that looks like spaghetti. Normally, worms live underground and help keep the soil healthy, so seeing them like this is unusual. Some people think a storm forced them out of the ground and onto the road, and as the water drained, they formed these tangled balls to survive. It's unclear why they did this. Maybe to stay alive as part of mating behavior, or something else entirely. Late one night on a deserted road, an Uber driver noticed something strange on his dash cam, a small figure standing in the middle of the road. At first, it was hard to tell, but when he turned on his high beams, he saw it was a child wearing just a diaper and holding a stick, all alone in the dark. The driver confirmed the footage was real, and even shared dash cam clips and Uber records to back it up. Just a couple of minutes later, he got pulled over for a broken headlight and told the police what he had witnessed. He later posted the story on Reddit, explaining that while the video isn't very clear, in person, it was obvious it was a child. The big question, was the child in danger, or was something else going on? A person living alone in a quiet forest woke up one night because they heard a strange noise outside their home. Thinking it might be a human intruder, they looked out the window to check. But instead of seeing a person, they saw something unusual and frightening. A ghost-like figure moving through the darkness. It looked somewhat human in shape with a visible head and shoulders, but its body was transparent and it moved very smoothly, almost floating. The strange figure silently glided past the house, leaving the homeowner completely shocked and confused about what they had just witnessed. In the quiet stillness of Appalachia, a man stepped outside his house after hearing a strange and unsettling noise. What started as faint sounds turned into a disturbing mix of screeching and the eerie cries of a goat. The bizarre noises made him wonder if it could be a mythical being, like a skinwalker, creatures from local legends said to take on different forms. On the other hand, it could have been a human in distress, crying out somewhere in the mountains. Not sure what he was dealing with, the man ran back inside for safety. What would you have done in that situation? The footage shows a figure that many believe could be Bigfoot, sparking a lot of debate about whether it's real. To the observer, the movement doesn't look like CGI, and it seems unlikely to be a human in a bodysuit, unless some 8-foot-tall person is wandering in the woods. Even then, the costume quality would be questionable. What do you think? Is it Bigfoot or something else? In a small village outside Berlin, Leroy's wife spotted a strange flying object while walking their dog and recorded it on her phone. The object moved in a straight line but didn't resemble a drone or balloon. and no nearby drone pilots were found. Interestingly, the day before, they had also seen a mysterious glowing light in the area, though it's unclear if the two events are connected. These repeated unusual sightings suggest the village might be a hotspot for unexplained or paranormal activity, leaving locals curious and unsettled. A trail cam caught something that kind of looks like a deer, but also kind of doesn't. The owner thinks it might just be a deer with weirdly overgrown antlers, which could explain its odd shape and awkward movement. But some viewers aren't so sure. In the background, two tiny glowing dots show up, and some speculate they might be linked to a UFO, or even the creature itself adjusting to Earth's gravity. Someone was walking through a dense, jungle-like area when they came across a small bridge. Halfway across, they noticed something strange on camera. Near the river rocks stood a creature on two legs. At first, it looked human, but a closer look revealed it was very thin, green, and well camouflaged in the surroundings. Its head was unusually large, with two dark spots that seemed to be eyes. Paranormal enthusiasts say it resembles the typical descriptions of aliens. Could it be a scout, or is it just an odd-looking creature? A homeowner set up security cameras around her house for peace of mind, but while reviewing the footage, she saw something bizarre. A small, about 3-foot-tall creature sprinting across her driveway. It had thin, bird-like legs, a large, oddly shaped head, and a dark, shadowy midsection. Yet it moved with confident, human-like strides. Slowing the footage revealed its strange, almost hybrid appearance, leaving her, and anyone watching, wondering whether it could be a genetic experiment, a previously unknown species, or something else entirely. A man was walking his dog at sunset in spring when the dog suddenly became anxious, staring at something in the distance. When the owner pointed the camera, a figure was seen standing still and facing them. Normally quick to bark, the dog stayed silent but clearly uneasy, as if sensing something unusual. The true identity or intention of the figure remains unknown. It could have been a passerby, but the dog's behavior suggested something more unsettling. The clip comes from a car's dash cam late at night. The driver felt something pass in front of the vehicle and figured it was probably a deer or another animal, since that highway often has them around. But when he got home and checked the footage, he saw it wasn't a deer or any living animal. It looked like a fast-moving shadow crossing the road. He even had experts check the camera to be sure it wasn't a glitch, and everything turned out normal. What he caught on video seemed to be a shadow-type figure shaped like an animal. No one can say for sure what it was, which only makes the whole thing even stranger. Some YouTubers decided to explore a forest known for dogman sightings, and they chose to do it at night. Have a watch.
That was no geese.
That was like a howl. How annoyed is it?
Is that a goose?
Shortly after beginning their nighttime expedition, the group heard a strange, eerie howl. They followed the sound to a spot near a flowing stream, and as they arrived, the howling abruptly stopped, possibly masked by the noise of the water. In the background of the footage, a figure can be seen moving across the roof of a nearby house. Many believe this could be the dogman, and that the howl ceased because the creature was aware of their presence and wanted to remain hidden. A trail camera in the woods caught something unusual. In the clip, an ape-like figure casually walks through the trees, but a closer look shows it's not a normal ape at all. Its arms are much longer than those of any known primate, and the way it moves is oddly human, something even the most trained chimp couldn't mimic. Adding to the mystery, there are no ape species native to the area where the footage was recorded. That leaves many viewers with one conclusion: this might be a Bigfoot sighting. A strange creature appeared on a home security camera, leaving viewers confused. It shifts between a ghostly, otherworldly form and an animal-like shape as it moves around. Its head is especially puzzling, glowing with bright beams of light from its eyes. The true identity of this mysterious being remains unknown. A strange disc-shaped craft was seen hovering in the clouds, with several circular sections along its edge rotating steadily as it moved. Witnesses said the object was completely silent and maneuvered with unusual smoothness, unlike any aircraft they've witnessed before. While some believe it could be a new type of UFO, others suspect it might be a classified military project. The uploaders team thinks the footage is likely a hoax, but they personally remain unconvinced, arguing that it shouldn't be dismissed without solid proof. What do you think? A trail camera in North Carolina captured a deeply unsettling image back in 2013. The photo shows what looks like a young girl running through the woods, but something isn't right. Her arms appear oddly shaped, almost twisted, and although her head is visible, her face seems to be missing or blurred out. Because of these disturbing details, many believe the figure might be a ghost or spirit of a child. That idea raises difficult questions. Was she lost, harmed, or taken into the woods at some point? Images like this often feel especially heavy when they involve children who may have faced something terrible. Some people argue that the strange appearance could simply be due to the camera's poor quality. While that explanation sounds reasonable, there are enough unusual details to make others doubt it. What do you think is going on in this image? This person drives along a lonely mountain road to get to her house, surrounded by woods with hardly any neighbors. One night, just before reaching home, she spotted something and took a photo. It seemed to show a figure standing by the roadside. The image is dark and blurry, but the outline is clear enough to make her wonder if it was a ghost. Maybe it was just a treetop, but if it had always been there, why hadn't she noticed it on all her other drives? In this image, a deer appears to be carefully watching a glowing orb from a distance, behaving as deer typically do when encountering something unfamiliar. The uploader claims the deer is observing a spirit orb, which they believe shows up during intense spiritual or paranormal events. Although they hope the footage is authentic, there's something about the deer's look and movements that seems a bit unusual, even if it's hard to define exactly what. While hiking near Blackbrook, Nova Scotia, a Reddit user stumbled upon an unusual bone. Curious but slightly uneasy, they shared a photo online, hoping someone could identify it. Experts quickly responded, explaining that the markings match those found on the rear bones of a marine animal. A trail camera captured a creature that looks shockingly similar to a small dinosaur. At first glance, some thought it resembled a T-Rex, but the size suggests it looks more like a velociraptor. While it could easily be a hoax, others point out that modern science is advancing fast. Scientists are already attempting to resurrect woolly mammoths, so the idea of dinosaurs returning isn't completely impossible anymore. The footage has sparked debate. Is the creature real or just a clever fake? While hiking alone, Sadie paused to take a selfie on the trail. A few minutes later, when she reviewed the photo, she noticed something behind her. A figure vaguely human in shape, but not quite right. Feeling a surge of unease, she hurried along the trail, aware that she hadn't seen anyone else that day. What was following her? A person or something else entirely? 3 women enter a remote area covered in tall grass and surrounded by nature. 2 of them have short hair, while the third has long, flowing black hair that stands out. Their confident movements and presence have led some to speculate that they might be witches, especially the woman with the long hair. They wear long dresses, which some associate with traditional witch imagery, but clothing alone doesn't prove anything. It's unclear whether there's anything supernatural going on, or if it's just a normal outing. What do you think? Could they really be witches, or is it something else? A tourist exploring the valleys north of Beijing reportedly spotted a golem-like creature with huge ears that moved quickly. This is the second similar sighting in the area, and the first one may have been just as fast, though it looked shinier. The sighting has caused a stir among locals and tourists, raising questions about why such creatures are appearing in China and whether they might be China's version of Bigfoot. The uploader is curious and asks viewers what they think about both sightings. A strange photo was taken deep in the woods, an area where no one is supposed to be living. In the ground there was a hole shaped exactly like a coffin, almost like a grave had been dug recently. No one knows who it was meant for or why it was there. With no solid explanation, wild theories spread through the paranormal community. Some say it could be a vampire's coffin, others think it might belong to someone long dead who has risen. The ideas sound far-fetched, but so far, there's no logical answer for the unusual scene. This photo was captured during a ghost walk on Chalmers Street, the city's oldest and most infamous road. At first, it seemed like just another snapshot from the tour, but zooming in revealed 2 shadowy figures standing side by side on the sidewalk. Long ago, the street was lined with punch houses, bars below, brothels above, and some believe the figures could be a man and woman from that era. Guides insist that no one is allowed on the street at night, so if it was truly empty, who or what appeared in the photo? In a dark, mysterious setting, black and white footage shows a creature that looks somewhat like a cat but has no tail. Its glowing eyes give it an eerie appearance. Some think it might be a normal cat affected by something strange, while others believe the camera could be distorting reality. Another possibility is that it's a mountain lion hiding in the darkness. The true identity of the creature remains unknown. A trail camera set up deep in the wilderness to capture wildlife records, something unusual. Instead of animals, the footage shows a mysterious man wearing a strange mask and holding a container, seemingly gathering things from the ground. Even more unsettling, he appears aware of the camera, and in several frames, he looks directly at the lens. It's unclear whether he's simply a curious person playing a prank, or if something more ominous is happening. What could his intentions be? A trail camera near Knightstown, Indiana, captured a strange sight. In the first frame, a dark figure stands in the distance, but in the very next frame, taken just a minute later, it's gone. The camera's owner quickly shared the footage online, hoping for an explanation. Most viewers suggested it was probably a white-tailed deer, its tail raised as it ran, but could it really have been that simple? A driver in central Kentucky captured something unusual while exploring the woods at night. He found what looked like the carcass of a bear and took a photo, but later noticed features that didn't seem right. The head looked unlike a bear's, the body had a hunchback, and the feet appeared unusual. He shared the image online, suggesting it might be Bigfoot. However, some argue that decomposition could explain the odd appearance. The head, feet, and posture may all be distorted. The question remains, is it a bear or something more mysterious? A video captured what appears to be a wolf walking on its hind legs along a highway. The creature resembles the legendary Wulva, a mythical wolf said to live in remote places like caves or abandoned buildings. According to legend, the Wulva has the head of a wolf but walks upright like a human. Unlike the villainous wolves of fairy tales, the Wulva is said to be benevolent, sometimes leaving food for those in need. While some viewers think the footage is fake, others believe it could be the first real sighting of this legendary creature. A homeowner in Lansing, Michigan, reported that their trail camera had been triggering for weeks, usually capturing only orbs of light. One night, however, it recorded something unusual: a white figure of a woman in a dress and hat with two glowing orbs floating beside her. The homeowner, a skeptic, isn't convinced it's a ghost, but it also seems highly unlikely that a woman dressed like that would be wandering the area at night. The sighting remains a mystery. In Winston-Salem, a woman stepped outside for some fresh air and noticed strange blinking lights coming from behind the clouds. At first, the lights were blue and directly above her, but as they moved farther away, they shifted to an orange color. Even stranger, she and others nearby felt a heavy, lingering sensation they couldn't explain.
No, there it goes. Finally, I knew I shouldn't go in. Everything was telling me not to go in, that I needed to be recording.
The incident has left people wondering whether the lights were caused by a natural event, some kind of atmospheric anomaly, or something much more mysterious. While we may never get an official explanation, everyone is invited to share their thoughts. In this weird shot, it looks like some kind of creature is hiding behind a tree, with just its upper body sticking out between two branches. It's super hairy and huge, maybe 8 or 9 feet tall. The photo was snapped from higher up, so you get a bit of a bird's eye view of this tree-hugging giant. Some folks think it could be Bigfoot showing up in a suburban area, while others reckon it's probably just someone in a costume or a staged photo. Which one do you think makes more sense? A trail camera caught something really creepy. Instead of normal animals, the footage shows a figure with a skull-like head. The person who set up the camera was expecting to see regular wildlife, but got this strange image instead. It looks almost like a ghostly creature. It's hard to tell if it's real or just a prank, but some people in the paranormal community say they've seen similar things in the woods before. For now, no one knows what it really is. A Facebook user went to an old cemetery in his hometown, set inside a dark forest. After taking a photo, he noticed later that it showed a faint, mist-like figure that seemed to be between the gravestones. He said he had a strange feeling that day, as if he wasn't totally alone, even though no one else was there. He asked others, could this be a ghost? A trail camera captured a creepy and hard-to-explain creature that looks like it might have transformed from a human into something much stranger. There aren't many reports about it, but the few people who claim to have seen it say it's genuinely terrifying. With its unsettling features and mysterious origins, some are wondering if it could even be a shape-shifting alien. What do you think? Google Street View captured an image of a suspicious-looking man wearing a mask, kneeling in the woods. The scene is unusual because it shows something unexpected in a remote, peaceful area. It's unclear why the image appeared, whether it was a glitch, a prank, or an actual person in the woods. If the man is real, he could be harmless, like someone in cosplay, or he could be dangerous. The true situation remains unknown. A game camera captured a dramatic moment in nature, a deer being hit by a hunter's shot. The image froze the exact instant of the hit, showing the intensity and tension of the hunt. It highlights both the skill involved and the raw reality of life in the wild. A Reddit user posted a trail camera photo from a friend's property. It showed a tall, shadowy figure among the trees. The figure looked human, but oddly distorted. Some thought it was just a shadow or blur, while others believed it could be something supernatural. The friend said they often felt uneasy around that spot. An old photo from a former slave plantation shows a small, abandoned house. Inside, a ghostly figure appears to be wearing shackles. The figure has pale skin and looks like it might be the spirit of a former slave. Some believe this is the actual soul of someone who was once held there, while others think the image could be fake. The truth remains uncertain. A trail camera in the woods captured a blurry photo. The scene shows trees, some hanging leaves, and almost no grass on the ground. Lying there is a dark shape that resembles a creature on its back. Its form makes it look somewhat like an ape or even a Bigfoot, though it could also be a trick of the imagination. The image leaves the identity of the figure uncertain. A group of friends once ventured into an old, secluded cemetery deep in the woods. As they walked along the trail, they suddenly heard footsteps behind them. Startled, they turned and snapped a few photos into the darkness. Most came out blank, but one revealed a faint, shadowy figure standing among the trees. Some say it was merely trickery of the shadows, but others believe something was genuinely present that night. A trail cam caught a weird creature with pale skin, glowing eyes, a pig-like nose, and human-looking shoulders, but the rest of its body is out of view. People are guessing what it could be, and the most popular idea is Mothman, the famous cryptid from West Virginia that's usually described as a humanoid with big wings. Even though the footage doesn't show wings or the lower body, its strange features make people think of Mothman. The uploader hopes it's really him, but admits it could be anything and wants to hear what viewers think. Daniel Vess Wagner, a skilled glider pilot, had an extraordinary experience while flying solo through the clouds. He captured a breathtaking scene in which a fast-moving object, possibly a UFO, zooms past his glider. Many viewers believe it's a real UFO, but some are skeptical, thinking the object looks out of place and might be edited into the footage. What do you think? Is it real, or is it just edited? In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a strange and fascinating scene was captured. Among the dense trees, a red orb rose gracefully, glowing like a small flame. Some believe it could be a spirit or guardian from local folklore, while others think it might be a flare from someone in trouble or a drone. A man filming in the woods on a sunny day captured blurry footage of a dark figure moving through the trees. At first, he sensed something unusual nearby, and as he zoomed in, he saw what appeared to be a tall, ape-like creature going about its business. Even from a distance, its presence filled him with fear, which intensified when the creature stood up and revealed it was larger than expected. The creature eventually walked deeper into the forest and disappeared. While the footage is hard to verify due to its blurry quality, it has sparked debate over whether it shows a real cryptid or is just a trick of the camera. A woman is hanging out in her apartment at night when she casually looks out the window toward the mountains. That's when she notices something strange, glowing blue lines in the sky, moving almost like tentacles, sliding and waving around. She grabs her phone and records the strange sight through the glass.
No estoy buscando seguidores. como pueden ver en todas mis fotos y videos.
Some people think it could be something paranormal or some kind of mysterious presence drifting across the sky. Others believe it might just be reflections from inside her apartment bouncing off the window. Whatever it was, it looked eerie, weird, and definitely unforgettable. A trail camera captured a dramatic encounter between two predators, where only one would survive. The rattlesnake tried to defend itself with its fast strikes and rattling warning, but the bobcat remained unfazed. Bobcats are skilled hunters, capable of taking down smaller mammals and occasionally reptiles. In the footage, the snake's attacks fail to harm the bobcat, while the bobcat lands repeated, precise hits. Eventually, the rattlesnake grows too weak to continue, and the bobcat delivers a final strike to the head, ending the battle. Every move of the bobcat shows careful calculation, highlighting its hunting skill and efficiency. A man was out filming the peaceful mountain scenery when he suddenly caught something unexpected on camera. A figure that looked like Bigfoot briefly walking across an open field behind a rocky outcrop. The uploader claimed it was a genuine Bigfoot encounter, but on closer inspection, the figure appears too human. Its size, body shape, and movements all resemble a person rather than a creature. Even the muscle structure looks like someone wearing a costume, making the sighting seem far more like a staged moment than a real Bigfoot. Sometimes nature puts on an incredible show. One moment the weather is calm, and the next the air feels charged as clouds gather. Storms and tornadoes arrive with a powerful roar, lightning flashes across the sky, and thunder rumbles in the background. It's both terrifying and beautiful, a reminder of nature's power and majesty. Videos like this show that even with all our talks about paranormal or extraterrestrial events, the Earth itself is awe-inspiring and deserves our respect. Deep in the woods, within the eerie Devil's Tramping Ground, lies a strange, barren circle of land where nothing grows. Legend says that at night, sinister forces visit, so powerful that they repel life and make objects left behind disappear. Campers who venture there often report terrifying experiences, haunted memories, and a rush to flee to safety. The mystery of this desolate circle continues to intrigue those curious enough to wonder whether it's dark magic or just superstition. Even animals might have mysteries of their own. A video shows an owl moving normally, but when it takes off, a ghostly, bird-like shadow appears and flies in the opposite direction. The real owl lands safely, while the shadow disappears. It's unclear what this shadow is, whether it's a ghost connected to the owl, a forest spirit taking the form of an owl, or just a strange camera effect. The footage remains mysterious and unexplained. In 2013, a passenger on a flight recorded a set of mysterious lights in the sky that formed a perfect triangle pattern, a shape often linked to UFO sightings. At first, the lights hovered motionlessly, glowing in the dark sky, but when they began to move, they did so with such smooth, coordinated precision that they seemed to belong to a single, unified craft rather than separate objects. Since typical human-made aircraft don't move or arrange themselves in this kind of triangular formation, the footage has resurfaced and gone viral, fueling speculation that the lights might represent a genuine UFO, an unidentified flying object possibly of non-human origin. This security footage might have captured something unusual. In the video, a floating light appears, made up of several small orbs arranged horizontally, moving from one side to the other. There could be natural explanations like camera glitches, atmospheric effects, or even insects or dust reflecting light. Their movement can also be affected by things like wind, temperature, and lighting. What do you think? A trail camera in the woods captured a raccoon eating, which seemed normal at first. But as the raccoon moved toward the darker part of the forest, a glowing orb appeared in the sky and descended toward it. The raccoon paused to watch the orb before running into the woods. It's unclear what the orb is. It could be a firefly, an unidentified flying object, or something even stranger beyond normal explanation. In this video, a tree appears to be bleeding, but there's nothing supernatural going on. What looks like blood is actually a symptom of a serious illness called wet wood disease. This bacterial infection makes the tree's wood wet, slimy, and discolored, sometimes giving off a sour smell. The high water content also makes the wood soft and spongy. While the tree is unhealthy and may need to be removed, it is not cursed. This bleeding is completely natural. In the bright midday sky, something unusual appeared. Clouds were drifting and swirling like a soft dance, but then an object stood out, floating on its own. It was circular, clearly separate from the sun shining over the town. The shape looked a lot like a UFO that a traveler once recorded from an airplane. So what is it this time? Another alien craft moving through our sky? Or maybe something completely different, like a glowing orb carrying some kind of being from another dimension? A video has surfaced showing what looks like a disc-shaped craft being chased closely by a jet. Though the exact location of the incident isn't known. Some viewers think the UFO might actually be a government-made object, with the jet acting as an escort, which could explain why the jet sticks so close to it. Others argue the footage is fake or edited to make it look like a chase is happening, especially since many past UFO captures have later been debunked as hoaxes or natural phenomena. Even members of the uploaders team believe this might be another case like that, but until it's proven false, the mystery remains open. YouTuber Omar, who often shares his daring adventures on Omar Gosh TV, goes on a late-night trip with his friend using a new location generator app. He records the whole journey so his viewers can experience it with him, but Omar and his friend then realize they had actually visited that same place a few months earlier. In this chilling video from the Brazilian YouTube channel, Cacador's Paranormal, creators Luca and Yuri delve into the world of the supernatural, chasing legends that blur the line between life and death. No location is too haunted, no story too dark. With each video, they venture further into the unknown, capturing terrifying encounters that push the boundaries of fear. In this episode, their close friend Jordy takes on a solo challenge, spending an entire night inside a long-abandoned house rumored to be haunted. What starts as a daring test soon spirals into something far more unsettling. On April 20th, 2025, the house is fully rigged with cameras, ready to capture any unexplainable activity. As Jordy sets up his sleeping area, the decaying structure is eerily silent, the stillness thick with anticipation. Only when night fully sets in and he finally crawls into bed does the house's energy shift and something unseen begins to stir. Something unseen begins to stir as the energy in the house shifts. Jordy is initially unaware that one of the heavy doors has slowly opened by itself. The cameras catch the unsettling moment, though he doesn't notice it yet. This is just the beginning, and he is about to realize that the house is anything but ordinary. A loud bang on the door woke Jordy. Disoriented and tense, he rushed to the hallway, but the noise had already stopped. Confused, he searched the abandoned house, but found nothing. He wondered if it had been the wind. Back at his setup, adrenaline still high, he made a cup of tea to calm himself. Hours of restless alertness eventually gave way to exhaustion, and he lay down, hoping to sleep through the fear. The rest of the night was quiet, except for a few noises outside that he assumed were animals. Morning brought relief, but one question remained. What caused the bang? Later, reviewing the footage revealed the door had swung open and slammed shut with no visible cause. Was it merely the wind or something beyond understanding? During this adventure, YouTuber Franco from Franco TV traveled to a place rumored to be haunted. Deep in the forest, he discovered a house with a sinister reputation. According to local legends, every person, or even animal, who stayed there eventually met a deadly fate.
Location. I found this house that's out in the forest with a kind of a creepy backstory. Apparently the family that used to live there guess by being sick, and the previous family as well. And apparently it's known for having a lot of animals. I don't even know where the hell I'm crossing to, but something's right there in the middle of the road. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's way back there. I didn't even bring my other flashlight. These are the bones that I found here. Look at this. Oh, there are two of them. It looks like a hip. So apparently the animals get sick out here and they die. And certain people think that it's like cursed or something. From what I'm told about this place. And I said to be very careful out here because the people that lived in the house that I'm about to go find also died being sick. And they said like the cropland there is cursed or something. I don't really know what the hell that was about with the whistling sounds. But that actually kind of freaked me out. It sounded like it was getting closer as I was kind of shining my light in that direction. So yeah, I kept going. I'm not even at the house that I'm trying to get to yet, and I'm like, this is not even supposed to be here. And I just started hearing whistling out in this desolate road, and as you can see, I'm just an empty road. I see something out there.
Despite the eerie rumors, Franco pressed on into the strange forest, determined to find the haunted house. Even before reaching his destination, he sensed that something was horribly wrong. Strange sounds echoed through the trees, and along the path, he spotted bones and the remains of dead animals, a chilling sign that something sinister had been happening in the area.
Alright, I heard moaning outside. And what the hell is this? I have 2 bags. What the hell was that? There's bones and guts all over the place. And there's another bag in there, what I think is more parts. It stinks. Alright, pretty wet going through here. At this point on, now I'm gonna go ahead and just leave my car.
A few minutes later, Franco stumbled upon a trail winding deeper into the forest. True to his curious nature, he decided to follow it, unsure of what awaited him in the shadows.
This kind of has barbed wire on it. But this is what kind of makes me more a little bit nervous. Is this is cut wood. Doesn't look fresh though. So it looks like I found a house. 2 houses. And something else that's sticking up. This does kind of look like a shed or a barn. What is that? There's something in the ground there.
Franco eventually musters the courage to enter one of the strange-looking houses, an act that truly showcases his bravery.
Hola? Some old wine bottles. Seems like there's a lot of newspaper on the ground. There's a couple of coyotes that are not too far from where I'm at. I'm gonna keep moving forward to see if I can find where my where this mansion is. Oh, I'm getting bit too by mosquitoes. Look at the size of this place. And that's a weird sign. That means people have been here recently. This place is huge.
Scattered throughout the area were old, dried-up skeletal remains of long-dead creatures, a clear sign that this forest was far from ordinary.
There's skeletal remains here. More skeletal remains, I guess. There's another one. There's a bunch of bats in there. Alright, I don't know what the hell it is that sound is that I heard in the back, but that is scaring the hell out of me. Try to see if I can hear it again.
Franco kept encountering strange, unexplainable sights around the house, and soon, even the brave explorer began to feel fear. Yet, his curiosity didn't waver. He pressed on to explore the house's underground cellar.
Look at this. That's an underground cellar. I want to see what's inside. I'm freaking out. It's so dark out here. I can't see a damn thing. Take out my flashlight. Hola? It gets really cold in here. Alright, I just reached the bottom. What is that? There's hooks all over here. Oh, I'm just keeping an eye here. Oh. Something just fell from up there. It stinks in here. But just spiders and sticks. Look at this. There's hooks. I don't know what these hooks are for, but if you guys know, let me know. There's a bunch of them. And that's the way out. Alright, I'm gonna head out of here. It's abnormally cold. Being down there.
After exploring the haunted house, Franco decides to try communicating with its unseen inhabitants, hoping to uncover what truly happened within its walls, only to discover something completely unexpected.
I just heard what sounded like a big thump.
Associated.
Did somebody associate with you? Or you don't want to associate with me?
I lost my life here.
You lost your life here. See if I could read some of the names on here.
I was executed.
You were executed. Am I talking to the right person? Because what I heard, you guys died by poison. Could it have been you? The gentleman or the baby? The two children that are here? This one's spooky, the creepiest one. Or you, Lahore? Listen. I just got chills. I'm hearing movement right over here.
Stacy.
Sorry, she talked and she scared me. It got cold as well. Lahore? Is that you walking through this room, buddy? Oh, that gave me chills. Like my hairs are standing up on my arm right now.
As the house grew increasingly intense, even for our brave explorer, Franco decided to abandon his quest and make his way out of the woods. In November 2024, the YouTuber Camping with Josh uploaded what he expected to be another routine camping video. He had set up deep in the forest, ready for a night alone under the trees, unaware of what was approaching through the woods.
I'm finding it really difficult. Do you know what I mean? You heard that. And it's really quiet. There should be birds singing. There was birds singing, and I've just noticed they've just stopped singing. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they be singing?
At first, he brushed off the sounds as natural, wind rustling through branches or debris falling from the trees. But it was too late to ignore them. The unmistakable sound of footsteps crunching on the undergrowth grew louder as something approached his campsite.
What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to leave my tarp here in the woods. My bag is already packed. I'm just going to grab what I can grab and come back here in the morning.
Adrenaline rushed through him, and fear took control. He quickly decided that leaving was his only option. With trembling hands, he packed up his camp and ran from the forest. Josh escaped that night, but whatever had been following him in the dark remains unknown. YouTuber Jar Bear from Exploring with Bear embarked on a spine-chilling adventure, camping overnight on Murder Road. He reached the site at sunset, ready for an unforgettable night, but events quickly took an unexpected turn.
You see the moon. The sun's about all the way down. That's pretty, though. It is pretty. Well, let's get it. I have no idea what's down here. Now this road dead ends.
The area is known as Murder Road because decades ago, it was the scene of a string of unsolved murders.
If I'm not mistaken, the first two victims, Andy Hussey and Lisa Water, was found just right down here. I mean, maybe. We'll see. I have no idea how far this goes. It was reported that they were shot by a sniper, both of them, by their campfire, down by the water's edge. They also suspected they have known them. And their murder is also unsolved.
As Bear ventures further along Murder Road, a spirit begins to reach out to him, seemingly ready to unveil the dark secrets hidden within the area.
Eric, I can tell you this place feels extremely intense. Yeah, that's a good way to explain it. This is very intense.
Want to know the truth?
Want to know the truth? Yes, that's sort of what we're trying to figure out, actually. Because none of these horrific crimes were ever solved. Along with two teenage girls, one from my city and one from Pennsylvania. They were found only within 800 yards apart, both by this oil well. One of them was like right by the oil well. I believe it's the oil well that I'm going to take us to next. Now, I'm not going to reveal the names of the girls out of respect, because crimes were never solved. And yeah, it says help us, and it just don't feel right. So, but you can definitely read up on the place, so that's interesting. Now, one of the girls, the girl from Alliance, she was found 5 days after she went missing back here. And she had been beaten and blame, it says.
After spending hours alone on Murder Road, a visibly shaken Bear starts to question his decision to camp there in the first place.
Sounds like something walking in there. Something walking. Man, so just imagine what this whole area was feeling, and probably still does. A body dumping ground right here. And no killers ever caught. That's what we want.
Camera.
Camera. That scared me.
Determined to see his adventure through, Bear sets up his tent, hoping for a quiet night. But on a road with a dark history like Murder Road, even a single night can be far too long.
Pretty roomy, and it goes up super duper quick. So I know I didn't film really putting the tent up because, like I said, this is a little more of a stealth camp. No fires, no big lights right around our tent. Like, we want to stay hidden for multiple reasons. This is creepy. I do got old girl in my pocket if anything crazy was to happen, and you know, old girl's in the pocket, Bucky's on my side, and yeah, that's about as good as I can do. We're heading back here. Man, there's that loud truck. There's something right outside. I don't know, it's gonna be hard. Alright, well, anyway, I think what I'm gonna do, what is that? I was just about to lay down. Did you guys hear that? Man, this is freaking terrifying. Hey, there's lights out there. I just seen a light out there. Look. Oh, no, 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 no. Please, no. There was never even a vehicle. Oh, crap. Multiple people. At least 2. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't think they even know I'm here. Man, they're coming this way. Hold on. Crap. I gotta get this door zipper open. Frickin' way. They see the tent. Oh, what the heck? fake. No, 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 no. No way.
Bear's solitude is interrupted when he realizes he isn't the only one on Murder Road that night. From his tent, he spots a group of strangers lurking nearby, a very bad sign given the road's dark history. Luckily, Bear remains unharmed as the strangers move on after a few minutes.
I think they're gone. I don't see their light no more. I don't want to move. Man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
The brief encounter with the unknown men frightens Bear into abandoning his camping plans, forcing him to rush back home. YouTuber Chazah Chad and his friends set out on a bold journey through the woods, trying to find clues about Anna, a girl they suspect might be a ghost. Chad had been looking into Anna's story for some time, and that night he hoped to find answers. But as they went deeper into the forest, unexpected things started to happen.
It looks like we're going into the woods. Is there something down here? What the hell is that? I can't see it from here on the camera, but there's something. Oh, dude, look, they're like stone pillars or something. Look, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's been a minute since I did this, and I'm already finding weird stuff over here. Why would there be pillars right here?
Just minutes into their investigation, they come across something strange, and, of course, they decide to check it out.
Oh, this is bizarre. The only thing I could think of is if there was actually like a bridge, like I said. I don't know though.
Maybe they probably like set it up here, then they use it maybe to build a bridge.
Maybe they never even built a bridge. Maybe they wanted to. I don't know. We gotta look it up.
It don't look old either. It looks like maybe recent type of thing. Well, yeah, it is old.
Yeah, it's not like.
They discover a row of strange-looking pillars standing alone in the middle of nowhere. Chad, who had been filming everything for his eager viewers, continues deeper into the woods, but soon he would regret not turning back.
Even though we've just been straight up walking right through the woods anyway. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm always so lost.
Deep in the woods, they come across a strange drawing of a little girl, but that was just the start of the creepy things waiting for the explorers.
1979 or 74. So where would it be here though?
What the hell? Dude, look at the hair on this thing. It's like,
wow.
Somebody made
like
this from,
like knitting,
it's
right?
like knitting or
Yeah, it's crazy.
kind of fabric?
It looks like old pictures. Well, it says like 1970 something here.
What the hell is this? Oh, look.
July 17, 2008.
July 17, 2008.
Oh! Anna R?
What? No. Come on, bro.
Isn't Anna that little girl? No, we gotta get.
Behind the drawing, they discover another clue pointing toward Anna, but the clue doesn't make much sense. It's more like a puzzle, one they can't figure out.
Anna, I still have no idea. Is she missing? Is she 7 years old? Dude, I have no idea what's going on. Apparently, though, somebody must know something, because why would they keep leaving the same clues everywhere? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it.
A few minutes later, they come across their next clue. A phone with a cryptic message written on the back. But who would leave a phone in the forest? Maybe the person who dropped it was running from something.
Yo, there's a phone right here. There's a cell phone right there. Right there.
No way. No way. What the?
There's like a little creek here. I don't think it's on.
Does it turn on?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm assuming this is the power button. Maybe somebody just lost. Maybe someone was crossing the bridge. They lost their. Yo!
Dude, don't scare me with that again. She's calling.
She's calling? Who's calling?
Tense, but even more determined to uncover the truth, they keep exploring. You can hear Chad's fearful breaths as he tries to steady himself. Clearly scared, he still pushes forward.
What the is going on? I'm really worried because what was that? Did you just hear that?
It's like a female voice.
Dude, I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm worried that, like, I'm getting caught in the middle of something right now. Charge it and turn it on. It smells like something is rotting there. Dude, look at that. It says she's calling on the phone. Or I wonder if we can get this on somehow and call some of the numbers, if there's any numbers saved. I'm saving this phone.
Sure.
I don't usually save anything.
Just be careful because you think that phone could have a tracker, but if the phone is off, right? There's no record that can track you with the phone.
So maybe we don't turn it. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. That was weird. My camera just stopped recording. I'm really worried, man.
Like, it's funny, the more information that we're finding in this road, the more things happening. Something, we're getting close to something, bro, that you have to be super careful.
You think somebody's back here?
I think so. Like, literally, earlier.
It's a box.
The weather wasn't shining, though, because I think it probably metal. Look, it has fingerprints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yo, there is fingerprints on this thing. Look.
Oh, open it.
You want me to open it?
Yeah, gloves. Be careful, I don't know.
That's true, man. I do have gloves.
It'll be like a I mean, I don't know, man. Just be careful.
Yo.
It's an old doll, man.
It's a doll.
Look.
Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity.
Purity?
There's like a weird thing on the back of this card.
So
What is up with this? Why do we keep...
I don't know, bro. I'm sorry, but to say this, but we found a painting of a little girl. We're finding this. Can it be her toy? Something's going on. This is probably what's like her favorite toy.
What's up with that note? What does that note mean? And what is that symbol on the back of the card? Look at this. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Once again, how many times have I said I don't know? I'm sorry. You guys got tired of me saying the word creepy. And in this video, I've said I don't know. Probably a million times. I think I lost count. Because I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Still trying to make sense of what was happening, Chad and his friend suddenly hear a loud noise. They feared it might be a crazy person or some unknown creature trying to attack them, so they decided to end their investigation immediately. The forest had given them enough warning, and they weren't willing to risk anything further.
Yo! Oh, yo!
Dude, that's still up here?
Hey! What the? What? Bro, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore, bro.
In the end, Chad and his friend were unable to figure out who Anna really is, as every new clue seemed to bring up more questions than answers. For now, they head back home safely, leaving the mystery unsolved. Who do you think left the phone, the drawing, and the mystery box? Could it have been the invincible being, or maybe the lunatic, trying to trap Chad and his friend? YouTuber Tyler Wood decided to go camping at Yellow Barns Campground, a familiar spot he had visited many times. Looking for a break from staying at home, he hoped for a peaceful outing. He didn't expect anything to go wrong, especially since he hadn't gone far into the woods, but nature had its own surprises, enough to shake even the seasoned adventurer.
It was storming, raining pretty bad. It said it was going to rain all night, but I don't think it's going to. But
shortly after arriving, Tyler went to introduce himself to a camper whose tent stood only a few meters from his truck.
I know the truck looks cozy and all, but there's just something about a nice hot tent setup, a little teepee hot tent, to kind of get the camping vibes going. Y'all remember Edgy Mar?
Before long, they received an alert that changed everything. Clearly, this wasn't going to be just another night of camping. It was shaping up to be an unforgettable adventure. Still, Tyler wasn't the type to back down easily.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. Our phones are going off saying that we're in a tornado warning right now. Woo, it's about to get interesting tonight. Yes, sir. If you're not from the Midwest, you wouldn't understand, but we love tornadoes. We don't get scared. We don't run away. We go out and we chase them. We show them who's the boss. This is our turf. It's our block, right? So yeah, dome up. Dome up.
It's our hood.
It's our hood, right? I don't know if you guys can hear it, but tornado sirens are going off now. Which is surprising. You know, it's not really surprising this time of year. I mean, there's The other day it was like 65 degrees out. Day before that was like 20 degrees. So weather fluctuating like that, hot, cold, perfect brewing temps for a tornado. So
The tornado alarm kept blaring, signaling the looming danger. Yet Tyler and the other campers stayed put, even starting to plan dinner as if nothing were wrong.
it's really loud, so I figured we probably should start making dinner now in case something were to happen.
Just as they were getting ready to make dinner, the tornado struck, forcing them to leave their food, and perhaps even their camping plans, behind.
Activated. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, it's coming. Gotta leave the food behind. Come on, let's go. Oh man, his shelter's gone.
Several houses. We haven't gotten a sense of what that damage is yet. One is going to start wondering if we're going to start seeing windows blown out.
Well, we just lost dinner. I was gonna make SOS for you guys, but yeah, this is crazy. That came out of
large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 13 miles northwest of Gordon, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation.
After the first wave of the tornado passes, Tyler steps out of the truck, hoping to set things straight and continue their camping trip. Little does he know, the true storm is still to come.
It's just gone. We gotta start trying to find out exactly where everything is. There's 3 tornadoes on the ground. I mean, this is wild. There's our dinner sitting right there. We gotta pick up all this trash that we had accumulated on. All right, love you, be safe.
I too, always.
Bye.
Bye.
Had to give a quick update to the wife, let her know we just kind of survived a tornado. This is wild. Right up over this, I don't think that's gonna be that big of a deal. Maybe I can move some of it. Yep, knocked this all over. All right, this is gonna be interesting.
In the end, Tyler and the other camper are forced to cut their adventure short, returning to town before the situation turns even more dangerous. YouTuber Mo Sargi takes his viewers along as he explores an old, abandoned factory, transforming the entire site into one of his wild adventure videos.
Planning on filming a warehouse today, but as we were driving through this area, we saw it, and I'm like, yo, I gotta go inside and take a look. So what do you guys say we go inside and look together? What the hell? Okay. All right, yo, security just showed up. We haven't even gone in. They just circled around. All right, y'all, that was a close one. Security's gone. They were doing their rounds. They didn't see us. We got very lucky. Now we're gonna find our way.
With the guards gone, Mo heads back into the factory until he suddenly has to bolt into the woods for cover when security shows up again.
All right, guys, the adventure continues, I guess. So security is not here. I don't know where they went. They kind of just disappeared. So we're kind of like hanging low. Why do we want to go inside this place? I don't know. We want to explore it. But, you know, when security's onto us, we got to be extra, extra careful. We got another security guard onto us. Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely saw us. Alright, cops are coming. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Mo seems to be enjoying the thrill that comes with all the risk. A few hours later, he sneaks back into the warehouse through a cornfield without anyone noticing, but he's about to find out that running into security might actually be the least of his worries.
Type of infiltration. We had to get out of here because the security guard showed up. But now we're gonna be going through the cornfields. So we're gonna be running through the cornfields. We don't know where Carlo went, but hopefully he's okay. We kind of got separated. We didn't film any of it. It was crazy madness. Security guards. We're making attempt number 2 right now, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Well, we can get this one.
I can't believe we're using the cornfield just to sneak into this abandoned factory, guys. Yeah, we almost had a close call off camera. Security showed up. We parked on the road. We had to get the heck out of there. We got to do this. But the only way in is to sneak in through the corn. It's pretty freaking creepy. Oh, it is definitely getting thicker in here. This is my favorite thing to do, by the way. Walk through cornfields. There's just something cool about it. So hopefully we can get to where we want to go. Walking through this. Awesome. And it did all that in shorts.
We've made it to the opening. Looks like the door right there is wide open, so.
Look at this.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, well, I'll meet you guys.
For the record, that is what I just walked through. And doors are wide open. Let's get inside. What the hell is this place, dude? What was this factory? Pet food? Guys, so we're inside the factory right now. Look at this. There's all these machines. So they used to make pet food in here. Oh. You guys, look at this. These are some massive machines. What the heck is all this? Alright, so yeah, man, this is crazy. The fact that we're in here right now, I'm gonna go upstairs right away because I haven't been to an abandoned factory this nice looking.
While they're looking around, they stumble on a squatter's makeshift home, set up inside one of the machines.
Yeah, well, wait till you see the freaking bedroom in here. Like,
there's like fresh flowers here. That is sketchy.
yeah,
Somebody's been in here.
And his knife is here too. Dude, look at this.
There's a bed. What the hell?
There's a bed. There's couches.
We're in the middle of like one of the machines right now.
This is like an exhaust machine.
Yeah.
Dude, his shoes are still there. Look.
Okay. This is a scrapper. They're taking it off.
Oh, his flashlight is on. It just turned on by itself.
And the scary thing about this is this guy could come back at any moment.
Yeah, bro. But
This guy could be in the building with us right now.
So when I came in here, that flashlight was not on. It literally turned on by itself.
That's sketchy. Look at the knife.
Bro, I wonder if this guy's dangerous.
Yeah, we gotta be careful in here. So I'm gonna turn off the camera.
A few minutes later, things take a dark turn when the homeless guy tries to attack them.
What was that? Yo! There's something moving over there.
Is there?
Yeah.
I hear something over there.
Owen's down there. There he is. He's over there. Oh! Oh, what the? Oh, what the? Oh. That's the guy. Bro. Go, 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 go. Let's go in the other building. Let's go in the other building. Just made it into another. Oh, oh, what the hell? What is this place? That was really scary.
Luckily, Mo and his friends managed to get away without getting hurt. In his video, I ran for my life from the haunted Yakuza abandoned billionaire mansion in Japan, YouTuber Angelo documents his visit to an abandoned mansion linked to the Yakuza. The Yakuza, Japan's version of the mafia, is known for many crimes, including murder. Angelo says the mansion, which belonged to a high-ranking member recently imprisoned, is rumored to be haunted, and he returned to see if the rumors were true.
For those of you who haven't seen this location yet, essentially this place used to be owned by one of Japan's richest people, this billionaire guy who supposedly may have had ties to the Yakuza, or the, infamous gang here in Japan. He was arrested and essentially thrown into jail for tax evasion. And that's why this mansion, well, it's actually more of a compound. There's literally 3 buildings. And that's the reason why this is all pretty much abandoned. Now, rumor has it that these people who were running this compound, people, and buried bodies on the property somewhere, and we just don't know where. We don't know if it's underneath one of the main structures or somewhere like, I don't know, it could be in the pond back there. Who frickin' knows? But we are going to explore for now.
Angelo starts his exploration in the badly vandalized living room of one of the buildings on the property. Right from the start, it's clear he isn't alone. There's a strange, possibly dangerous presence in the building.
See, I guess, what is left of this damn place. That was me. Hello? Anybody here? You never know if somebody's squatting in a place like this. Just destruction everywhere. My goodness. I don't know the condition of the other buildings, but we'll go and check those out in a bit. What the hell was that? That sounded like it came from upstairs. Hello? Damn. Oh, thought I saw somebody there for a sec. Somebody up there. There was something moving, but for a second I thought I saw like a foot like move past that spot where that hallway is. So you gotta be careful, because I mean, if this house was connected to gang members, then we don't know if they come back. Man, I can't believe how destroyed this thing is. That's insane.
Hearing strange noises coming from upstairs, Angelo's curiosity gets the better of him, and he decides to investigate the source.
Hello? What the hell? What was that? Hello? It keeps sounding like there's people moving around in here. I don't know. Either people hiding, because I haven't seen a single person, or paranormal.
After finishing his exploration of the first building, Angelo decides to check out the other buildings on the property, and that's when things start to get even creepier.
Pretty well destroyed down here too. Damn. There's like a single chair down there. Fireplace is just dismantled. Damn, there's like basically nothing left of this place anymore. All the statues are pretty well destroyed. They probably were worth a fortune too. Random fire extinguisher. Okay, well clearly there's still no evidence of anybody actually being here, so I don't know what the hell those loud bangs were, unless the building is literally collapsing. Alright, whatever, let's go. Just through this pathway here, connects to the road, and then we can basically walk across and then go into the other house. So this right here is also one of the buildings to the compound. It looks pretty destroyed as well. What a shame. I think I might come over here afterwards, because I do just kind of want to do what's known as the main building first. This one's just the guest house. So let's get over there first, and then we'll probably come back. All right. This time it sounded like it came from downstairs. Doesn't even make sense. If somebody was up here, How the hell did they get down there? I don't know. I think there's another staircase somewhere, but I got no idea. Oh. Yeah, like literally. What that? That was loud. Guys, there's clearly no one in here other than me. I don't even know what to say right now. Hello? It's like, is there somebody here? They're just hiding? See, I know there's like a little staircase somewhere. It's like a back staircase. Just here, but it only goes up to there. Oh, man. There's dust in here. It's making me sneeze. Ugh. Hopefully these stairs don't freaking collapse. Oh, they feel shaky. That's not very good. Damn. Oh, that's not open. That is literally just a window. There's that, which is open, but damn, now I gotta hop over. All right, freaking made it. I don't understand what was the point of closing.
Angelo's exploration of what he thinks is the guest house is abruptly ended when an unseen presence chases him out. Terrified, the YouTuber has to run for his life.
What was that? What the hell? What was that? Sounded like something was moved. A piece of furniture or something. Maybe the chair? Okay. Do you not want me to leave? Or I'm gonna go to the other building, like I said. Hard surface. All right. Well, see you later, guest house. I'll be back at the other house. What the was that? What the? Oh my gosh. Guys, there's something back there. What the? I gotta get my other flashlight. I don't know what it was. Oh my god. Holy crap. I was literally about to turn in there, and then all of a sudden all I heard was from the bush. And then it, like whatever it was moving. I don't know what the hell that was. I almost fell. I don't even know what the hell that was. I don't know. I don't see anything. Nothing came out. Kind of wish I was recording. I was not expecting that. I was literally just walking on the road about to turn in. Holy crap. Okay. I don't know what could have been. It was up there, right where that...
So focused on exploring the hidden corners of the mansion, Angelo didn't realize he had spent the entire day on the property, and now he was all alone in the dark woods.
I don't really know. Going this way. Let's just hope whatever the hell that was did not go in this direction. So I'm pretty sure this leads to the kitchen. It's a little bit easier to get in. Okay, this is water dripping. is it again? What the? That's what I heard. What the is that?
Using his audio equipment, Angelo begins picking up unusual sounds that reveal messages connected to the mysterious events and phenomena occurring on the property.
Talk to me on this. Do you not like it anymore that people are coming here? You said damage. You're mad about the houses, aren't you? It's starting to rain heavier now.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to what? Did you kill someone?
Lunch.
Lunch? You want lunch? It's actually well past dinner time now. It's getting pretty late. That was glass.
Animal sounds.
Yes. What kind of animal was that, or was that not an animal at all? Scared the crap out of me. Literally sounded like metal or glass or something.
Thankfully, Angelo manages to leave the house without being noticed, though not without another close call.
Okay, screw it. That was that sound again. What the was that? Nope, no. Nope. Okay. No. What the hell? What is that? Nope, we're getting out of here. Wait, what is the way out of here? Dude, there's something in here. Okay, now I heard something down there. Okay. Let's go. I'm getting here. Oh man, it's raining.
This time, he decided not to tempt fate any longer. Having confirmed that the house was truly haunted, he knew it was best to leave before it got too late. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.